So AI, I mean, it's just everywhere now, isn't it? The buzz can be a bit overwhelming.
Absolutely.
What does it actually mean for something as fundamental as, well, our jobs?
Right.
Today, we're diving into the sources you shared, our mission. Really cut through the noise, understand how artificial intelligence is,
Mm.
well, how it's changing the job market.
Creating new roles, reshaping others.
Exactly. Creating, augmenting, and yes, sometimes displacing jobs. We want to get a clear picture of the impacts, the skills we'll need, and maybe those longer-term trends too.
And that's so important, you know? This isn't just for the tech folks.
Right.
It's really crucial for anyone thinking about their career, what changes might be coming, or even if you just want to stay informed about this huge global shift. It affects pretty much everyone.
Okay, let's get into it then. When we talk about AI creating jobs, it's easy to think, oh, more developers.
Sure, that's the obvious one.
But the sources you shared point to some really surprising new categories popping up, like
Yep.
AI explainability engineers. What's that about?
Yeah, that's fascinating. These aren't just the people coding the AI or the machine learning models.
Yeah.
Their job is to figure out why an AI made a particular decision, which, is vital for trust. Think about finance or healthcare. You need to know the reasoning.
Makes sense.
And then there are prompt engineers, people who get really good at phrasing questions, basically, to get the best results out of an AI.
Like an AI whisperer.
Huh, yeah, you could say that. Almost like coaxing the best out of the machine.
Wild. Who'd have thought that would be a job description even, what, 5 years ago?
Things move fast.
Yeah.
But, okay, it's not only about totally new roles appearing from nowhere.
Right.
AI is also significantly augmenting existing jobs, changing how they're done. Your sources highlighted drug discovery, for
Let's
instance.
talk about that.
Well, imagine pharmaceutical researchers. AI can now simulate millions, literally millions, of molecular interactions incredibly quickly.
So work that used to take ages.
Exactly. Compressing maybe years of lab work into weeks, it shifts the chemist's role from purely running experiments to being more like an AI-guided explorer.
Huh. Interpreting results, planning the next steps with the AI's help.
Precisely. And you see similar things in law, right? AI handling huge volumes of document review, which frees up the lawyers for, strategy, client interaction, the more human parts.
So for many, it's learning to work with AI, not necessarily being replaced by it.
That's a key theme emerging.
But we have to address the other side too. Which roles are most at risk? The sources suggest it's often specific tasks getting automated, maybe not the entire job title disappearing overnight.
That's a really important distinction. It's less about, is my job title safe, and more, what parts of my job involve tasks AI is good at.
And those tasks tend to be.
Well, anything heavily reliant on spotting patterns in massive data sets, even in fields we think of as professional,
Like
legal e-discovery or sifting through financial data for fraud detection. AI can spot anomalies sometimes better than the human eye. And of course, the more routine cognitive tasks. Think data entry, basic bookkeeping, some kinds of customer service inquiries. AI is increasingly capable there.
which naturally leads to the big question. What skills should we be focusing on? If AI takes over the routine stuff, what's left for humans?
This points to that critical skill shift we mentioned. The focus really moves towards what makes us uniquely human.
Like creativity, complex problem solving.
Exactly. And emotional intelligence, nuanced communication, plus, and this is crucial, tech fluency.
Which isn't just coding, right?
Not at all. It's about understanding how to use these AI tools effectively, how to work alongside them. Many jobs are becoming hybrids, human plus AI collaboration. That's the future for many roles.
Human plus AI. Okay. That feels like a pretty fundamental change in how we should approach work and careers. Are there bigger, maybe longer-term trends we need to keep an eye on?
Oh, definitely. One major trend economists are watching is potential job polarization. Well, it suggests we might see growth in high-skill, high-paid jobs and also growth in low-skill, low-pay service jobs. But the jobs in the middle, those traditional, often routine-based middle-skill jobs, they might shrink.
The middle gets squeezed.
Potentially, yes. And connecting this to the bigger picture, it underlines why lifelong learning is becoming so vital. Technology evolves way faster than old education models.
You have to keep adapting.
Constantly. And another interesting point from the sources, some emerging economies might actually leapfrog stages of development by adopting AI rapidly in key sectors. Maybe agriculture or healthcare. It could really shake up global economics.
Okay, so let's try to recap this deep dive. AI isn't just a job killer, full stop. It's fundamentally reshaping the nature of work itself.
Right. It's pushing us towards skills like creativity, complex thinking, emotional intelligence.
And that tech fluency, the ability to collaborate effectively with AI systems, human plus AI.
And lifelong learning isn't just a nice phrase anymore. It's becoming, well, essential. Which really leaves us with a big thought for you, the listener. If this job polarization trend holds, and if some economies can leapfrog using AI, what does that mean for our collective future?
Yeah, how do we navigate this individually but also as societies? What's the role for policy, for businesses investing differently, for education reform? How do we try and make sure this massive transition actually benefits everyone?
Something to really think about.